I'm Jack, and I'm going to be talking about pain with you today. To start this conversation, I want to begin with just saying that everybody experiences pain, and it's a universal experience. Although it's different from person to person, it's still experienced with everybody. Now, pain is usually thought of as a bad thing, and that's completely understandable as it's such an unpleasant experience. Nobody wants to be put into pain on purpose. However, I would like to look at it at a different viewpoint, where pain is actually an essential good. Now you may think I'm crazy saying that pain is a good thing, but if you look at it from a different viewpoint, it can be. Now, pain is actually our protection. It can be thought of as our all-encompassing alarm system for our body. One example of the protection system is hitting your shin on the furniture. Now, this is one of the most painful experiences a human can ever encounter, and it is essential for your day-to-day life. Say you didn't have this response, you'd be knocking furniture, the bed, the couch, chairs, all the time. And this could cause actual damage to your shin bones, your muscles, or your skin. So this is just your alarm system saying, watch out for all those corners. Now there's acute, and then there's chronic pain. Acute is this example of hitting your shin on the furniture, and it's usually associated with this actual tissue damage. But tissue damage should heal within a matter of time. Now, once you have pain for about over a month or 2 months, this is when it kind of slides into the persistent or chronic pain. So chronic pain is usually dealt with less tissue damage or just more psychological aspects. But it's important to remember that the amount of pain that you experience is not associated with the amount of tissue damage. That just shows that pain is a very contextual experience. So before we go into that, I want to talk about what the typical response is with pain. So say you hit your shin on the furniture. There's a receptor in your shin that feels that sensation, sends that up your nerves, up to your spinal cord. From your spinal cord, it sends it up to your brain. Now this is where the decision is made on what to do with this sensation. Now with painful experiences, a lot goes into this decision. It could be the situation that you're in, past experiences of hitting your shin, or even just your family culture of how you're raised and how pain is accepted within your environment. Now this can change whatever is happening in this exact moment. So say you've had a very bad experience of hitting your shin and you broke your bone once. Doing it again, it can cause more pain. There's been studies done showing that people who have an injury with something that they're doing something that they love, they're less likely to have chronic pain with that incident just because of the context or the situation that they were in. So now you might be thinking, well, why don't I just decide that I'm not in pain? Well, it's not that simple. There's an entire pathway that your body interprets as pain, and there's many components that go throughout this pathway. So how can this system become dysfunctional or not work as it should? It's through this phenomenon called sensitization. Now, sensitization is a shortcut that your body creates through either repetitive or persistent pain. And you can think of it as your body increasing your security or making a more sensitive alarm system. So things that may usually not hurt now do. And it's just your body's way to protect you. And it's very common for individuals to develop this because it's just a natural instinct that your body has. This natural instinct can obviously be frustrating for many individuals since it can result in prolonged pain or persistent pain. However, it is critical to understand that this is not the end of the road. Just like how your body adopted this new and improved alarm system, it can also be tapered down to become less sensitive. Now, there are strategies that we can utilize to help with this, and I want you to ask as many questions as you possibly can throughout your rehab process. The most important thing I want you to do, though, is to understand your pain, because your pain is not like anybody else's. I want you to be able to recognize, comprehend, and appreciate your pain, and this is going to be the first step in your recovery process. Now we will work together to combat this pain. However, it is essential for you to understand that this may be a long and arduous process. But with the right mindset and the appropriate knowledge, we can get you there. Now, don't let pain win this fight. Let's break down those barriers, and let's get you back to doing the things you love pain-free.